Hey Leo, let's see what's going on in your love life. This is a tarot love reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and for any of you lovely cross watchers dealing with a Leo romantically. Now, please keep in mind, Leo, these are general readings. They may or may not resonate. You are always welcome here on my channel to take what works and leave the rest. So we're going to jump right into it today, my lovely lions, and we're going to see what could be coming toward Leo in love. First message coming out today says, honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So this is a very happy energy. It indicates two people who are in love, enjoying your company, enjoying each other, enjoying living in the moment with each other. It can indicate being in the honeymoon stages of a new relationship if you're a single Leo. It could indicate an actual honeymoon, so congratulations if any of you are going on a honeymoon right now. But it does generally indicate positive feelings between two people who are in love or falling in love. Tell me more, please, about what could be coming toward Leo. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Okay, so it's like you're in this honeymoon stages of your connection, feeling the passion, feeling the love. Obviously, what this is telling me, Leo, is that there's somebody here who's very passionate about you, very attracted to you, probably really strong chemistry. Very strong desire, very strong attraction. So like I said, if you're single, this could definitely be new love coming in. If you're in a relationship, kind of looks like whoever you're involved with is very attracted to you, very head over heels in love with you. Tell me more about what could be coming toward Leo right now. And then it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. All right. So I feel like the energy today is really positive, Leo. It tells me that there is somebody here who, like I said, is either in love with you or falling in love with you. And this message is saying, let them in. Let yourself enjoy this connection. Let yourself fall in love. Let yourself be vulnerable. Now, we've talked about this energy before where it says it is safe for you to love. And to me, Leo, it's like for this message to come up around feeling safe in love, I feel like it can indicate that there's something that made you feel unsafe before. So maybe someone broke your trust, someone broke up with you, someone betrayed you, somebody hurt you. And so I feel like this card is acknowledging that there's probably some sort of pain in the past, some sort of tough situation involving love, but it's also saying, don't let that block you from moving forward. Don't let that block you from this person who is here for you, who is in love with you. So what we're going to do for the rest of the reading today, Leo, is we're going to look more at this person and we're going to look more at you. So we're going to look at their overall energy, what they could be feeling, what actions they could be taking, and I'll look at the same thing for you, and then we'll look at the potential outcome. So let's dig into it. Tell me about this person who is here for Leo, please. First card coming out is the Nine of Swords. Interesting. So that's a different energy than what we saw in the overall vibe. So Nine of Swords is very anxious, very up in our head, very what if, sleepless nights. So let's see where this goes for your person. Tell me more about their energy right now. Holy smokes, you guys. So this is kind of fascinating. The next card coming out is the Eight of Swords. So this is another card. It's similar to the Nine of Swords. It's a little bit different, but similar. So with the Eight of Swords, it's a feeling of being trapped in our circumstances. It does have that anxiety associated with it. It can be connected to fear and self-doubt. Fear that something's not going to work out the way that we expected, doubtful that something's going to go the way that we expected. So on the one hand, we see this overall energy that indicates a very strong attraction and desire between you and somebody, but I also see somebody who's feeling maybe kind of anxious, kind of scared. Maybe they're not sure how you feel. Maybe they're a little bit anxious about committing. Maybe this energy applies to them, Leo. This message that says it is safe for you to love, maybe they're actually finding it hard to open up to you. Maybe they're the one who's been really hurt before in the past, and now they've got this connection with you and they're kind of going back and forth because on the one hand, they feel the love and the passion, but on the other, maybe there's some fear here because they have been hurt previously. Tell me more about this person's energy right now, please, and then the Six of Wands, okay? Which is a very different energy than the first two cards for them. So the Six of Wands is a card of victory and success. This honestly feels good to me, Leo, because it feels like things are going to move in a positive direction. To me, it's suggesting that if there are any fears, anxieties, insecurities that this person is bringing into your connection, I do think that they're working to overcome those. They are working to move in a positive direction and to not let their fears hold them back from being really present and available to the connection between the two of you. So let's see what they could be feeling right now, please. The Magician, okay? So the Magician is interesting, you guys. The Magician is a card of manifestation, so it could be that they're feeling excited to manifest a future with you. But there's always this kind of element with the Magician that has to do a little bit with illusion. Because here's the thing, what does a magician do? A magician does tricks. They make you see one thing when there's something else going on. And so I am getting a little bit of somebody holding back, like being scared to fully open up, being scared to fully show themselves to you, maybe because they don't feel safe to do that because they've been hurt before, right? So I feel like your person's energy right now is kind of interesting because it definitely seems like they love you, but like I do get a little bit of energy, Leo, of them holding back. It's almost like they want to take that next step with you, but it's a hard next step for them to take. Tell me more about what they could be feeling right now. The Hermit, yeah. I do think that they're doing some soul searching here. They're kind of going inward. The Hermit is someone who can go into a little bit of that hermit mode. It's very interesting because as we're getting into their energy, Leo, I feel like what's probably going on here is that you're feeling this really strong, passionate connection with this person, and it feels really good. But looking at their energy, it also feels like they could be holding back in certain ways. And so you're probably confused by that because you're like, on the one hand, you feel like there's a lot of love and a lot of connection and a lot of intimacy, but you do feel like, I don't know if you've ever had this with someone where it's like you can just tell they're holding back a little bit, right? And so I do see that for your person. Now, I've got to say, I don't think they're hiding something malicious. It's not that kind of energy. It's more about that fearfulness to open up and be vulnerable because it is scary to open up and put our hearts out there because we're basically saying, here's my heart, please don't break it. And so I do think your person is maybe bringing a little bit of emotional baggage into the connection and it's making them hold back a bit. Tell me more about what they could be feeling. Ooh, okay, I like that, Leo. So the next card coming out is the King of Swords, which is air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I actually like this a lot because I'm hoping, because the King of Swords is about communication, I'm really hoping here, Leo, that this indicates that they're going to start to open up and talk to you about what's been going on, okay? So I do feel with the Hermit, before the King of Swords, I feel like maybe they're doing some soul searching. So let's just look at the story here, okay? So the Magician, it's like they want to manifest a future with you, but with the Hermit, they're holding back a little bit. They don't want to fully open up, but they're doing a lot of soul searching. They're kind of figuring out, like, why don't I want to open up? Where is this fear coming from? The King of Swords, to me, indicates that they're going to have some realization about how they've been holding back in the connection with you, Leo. So I think this is positive. I think your person is going to recognize, like, you know what? Like, I do really have these strong, beautiful feelings for Leo. I need to stop holding back and I need to start being authentic within this connection. And so I feel like the King of Swords is going to indicate that they're getting clarity about their feelings. But because there is such a strong aspect of communication attached to the King of Swords, I do think they're going to be expressing this to you. So if you've been feeling like, I just feel like what you're experiencing right now, Leo, is that they love you, but also something's holding them back. That's the kind of vibe, right? But I do think you're going to be getting some clarity from them sooner rather than later about why. And maybe they're even going to open up to you about the past. Maybe they're even going to open up about a past bad breakup or something like that and kind of explain to you, like, here's why it's hard for me to be vulnerable. You know, I'm a little scared. I've been hurt before. I've had my heart broken. And yeah, I think they might give you a little bit more, like some more insight into what exactly has gone on for them so that you can finally understand what their experience is. So let's see what actions they could be taking. The High Priestess. So that's really nice. I mean, the High Priestess tends to indicate a very strong soul connection between two people. So I feel like they're going to start taking action to kind of like trust this connection. That's the message I'm getting here, Leo. It's like maybe they've been holding back, but with the High Priestess, it's like them acknowledging, I actually do feel something really good with Leo. So I'm going to stop holding back. I'm going to stop hiding myself. And I'm going to allow myself to embrace this beautiful connection that I feel developing between the two of us. Tell me more about what actions they could be taking. Ooh, I like that, you guys. Knight of Swords. Okay. So Knight of Swords, we've got more air energy. So I'm going to say here, Leo, we've got a fair amount of air energy for your person, which to me kind of suggests they do have a tendency to like get up in their head, okay? And that's where I think sometimes they let that anxiety kind of mess with them and get the best of them. But I do think that the Knight of Swords is really positive. It's basically saying like they're not going to be stuck. They're going to be taking action now to move things forward. And I think they're going to be realizing like, yeah, maybe I have been holding back a little bit. Maybe I haven't been totally open with Leo, but I do feel like they're going to be taking some action here to really progress things in the connection between the two of you. Hello. Hello, my little baby. This is Frankie. She's come to say hello, Leo. Hi. Did you come to say hi to Leo? Oh my goodness. Are we gonna jump over? She's gonna do a hop. Oh my goodness, okay. That's Frankie, just wanted to say hello. Let's get one more card about what actions they could be taking. The star, ooh, this is good. Okay, I actually really like what's happening here because what I see for your person specifically, Leo, is somebody who's working themselves through their shit, you know? We've all got baggage, that's human. That's just a part of living life and putting ourselves out there, right? So the thing is, I think, at least for me, like I can understand what's going on for your person. Like I said, this is not a malicious energy that somebody's hiding something and doesn't want to talk to you. This is someone who feels very much like they've been hurt before, and that's made them a little bit scared, and they're recognizing it. So now they're going to take steps to heal it, because the star card is ultimately a card of hope, healing, and optimism. So this feels very positive to me, Leo, to have this in their actions, because what it tells me is that if there is emotional baggage that they've been holding on to from the past, that's really kind of showing up as like a blocking energy for your relationship, I think they're recognizing that and they're taking steps to heal it. They're taking steps to work on these things. And so this feels really good. And I think a big part of it too with the star card, like I said, it's about hope and optimism. And I think that when your person looks at this connection between the two of you, they feel a lot of hopefulness for the future. And when they feel that kind of hopefulness, I think that's a really big positive factor that's encouraging them to maybe work through, heal, let go of some of that stuff from the past so that it's not showing up and negatively impacting you guys right now. Okay, so let's look at you. Tell me about Leo's energy right now, please. The Chariot. Okay, so I think you're just excited to like charge forward in this connection. There might be a little slowdown though, because of what we've been talking about. Like I kind of want to say based on your person's energy, like don't be totally thrown off if they go a little bit quiet or seem a little bit anxious, because as we've looked at, it does seem like they're working through something. So you might be ready to like charge forward with this Chariot. They might need just a little bit of time and space right now to work through some stuff, and then they'll be ready to charge forward. Tell me more about Leo's energy right now. Ace of Swords, good. This is really good, you guys. Ace of Swords is about an aha moment, an epiphany, getting clarity. We talked about how that King of Swords in your person's energy could indicate that communication is coming your way, Leo, where they're going to start to open up deeper and explain to you their history, their experiences, their fears, their anxieties. And I think this is going to give you a lot of insight. I feel like the Ace of Swords is you being like, that's so good. Like, I'm so glad you told me that, because it just helps me understand you even more. It helps me really connect with you at that deeper level. Tell me more, please, about Leo's energy. Queen of Cups. I think you've got a lot of love for this person. I really do. I think there's something beautiful here, and I think you have a lot of kindness and compassion as well towards them. Tell me what Leo could be feeling right now, please. 10 of Cups. You definitely see a future with them. Yeah, so here's the thing. Even if you feel like something's a little bit off right now, I don't see you like running away. I see you having compassion for your person, love for your person. And I feel like when they start opening up and talking about their experiences, it's almost like you're gonna fall in love with them even more, you know, because none of us are perfect. We've all gone through tough stuff. And I feel like, you know, the more that we can understand someone's history, sometimes that can make us like respect them even more. Like when they tell you what happened to them and how they've overcome it, I feel like you're gonna love them even more. Like the more that they open up, the more that you're gonna fall in love with them. Tell me what Leo could be feeling right now. Okay. This is some really significant energy, Leo, to have the 10 of Cups and the 4 of Wands beside each other. This is giving very big vibes that you definitely see a future with this person. I mean, I think you're looking at this person and you're like, yes, they're my forever person. They're the one that I want to be with. So obviously you see this going somewhere very significant and very special. Tell me more about what Leo could be feeling. And then the 7 of Wands. I think you're very protective. Yeah. So here's what I think. I think you're very protective of this person in the connection. And I feel like as they open up even more and kind of share more about their heart and everything that's gone on for them, you're, like I said, you're going to be so protective, because the more that you learn about their fears and their past hurt and their past pain, I feel this really protective energy where it's like you totally have their back, Leo. That's what it feels like, right? It's like the more you learn, the more you just want to protect them and take care of them and love them. What actions could Leo be taking right now? The 9 of Cups, okay? I think you're just dreaming of the future with this person, honestly. Like from what I can see, you're like head over heels for this person, Leo. Tell me more. Justice, yeah. Justice, it does give like justice of the peace vibes, which is connected to marriage, which is what we were talking about a few moments ago. And I also feel the justice card is about balance. It's about bringing a situation into balance. So like I said, if things feel a little bit off balance right now, I think you're just kind of going with the flow, and by giving yourself permission to go with the flow, but also giving your person the time and space they need to come towards you when they're ready, I think it's going to create a really beautiful dynamic. Because I don't see you like going in and like forcing your person to talk. It's very much like, I know they'll come and talk to me when they're ready to talk because I have faith in this relationship and I know we've got a good thing. Tell me more about what actions you could be taking. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. I think that's good. It's kind of funny and ironic, Leo, because the first card that we pulled for your energy, which was the Chariot, it's like charging forward, ready to go. But then by the end, you're kind of like, okay, I kind of see that my person's going through some stuff, so I'm okay with things moving a little bit slower. And I think you're just, I don't know, Leo, like your energy feels really beautiful today. Like so kind, so compassionate, very understanding, very caring. I mean, you've got that big Leo heart, right? And I just feel like you're learning more about this person. And I feel like the word I'm getting here is respect. Like as you learn more, if you feel like your person, you know, they need a little bit of time, a little bit of space to heal from something, you're going to really try to adjust and try to move at a pace that feels comfortable for them. So I feel like you're excited about them on the one hand, but you also want to make sure that you're moving at a pace that feels comfortable for both of you. And I feel like you're kind of finding that balance there with the Chariot and with the Knight of Pentacles. So moment of truth here. Let's see what the potential outcome is within this situation, please. Five of Swords, okay. First thing that's coming to mind, Leo, this is someone walking away from something negative and toxic. So that could be your person disconnecting from past toxic energy. What else? The Moon. Your person may be kind of pushing themselves to open up and share about those darker fears, those darker insecurities, and then the Six of Pentacles, yeah. And then it all balances out. So I do think that there's going to be a lot potentially going on right now. I do think your person is actively disengaging from some sort of negative situation. Now, the thing that we often talk about, Leo, is that the Five of Swords is usually not about you and your person. It's usually like external stuff that they're dealing with, negative stuff in their environment. So that's what your person is working through. Like I said, I think that they have been holding it back a bit with this Moon, but I do think that they're going to be working to open up and to start to share with you what they've been experiencing so that it's not a mystery to you, so that you understand where they're going through, and that helps you understand them at that deeper level. And as that happens here, Leo, we end up with that Six of Pentacles energy, which is very balanced, right? It's very reciprocal. So I see like as your person works through and detaches from whatever negative stuff they've got, whatever emotional baggage, what it's doing is bringing your relationship into balance. So the more that they do this, the more that the two of you are really moving towards what I feel is a beautiful space within your relationship, right? And I feel like this is just the process. So for your person, maybe they were holding back because the two of you have been getting to know each other, but as they learn that you're, you know, kind, compassionate, loving, all those things that we talked about, that's where I think you're going to start to see them revealing more of themselves. So I think it's about building that foundation where they feel safe enough to really open up to you and share about their past, because I don't think they do that with just anybody. And I think right now you're kind of creating that sense of safety and love within the connection. And as that continues to grow, I think you're going to see a lot more of them opening up and being vulnerable in a way that allows the connection to deepen in these really beautiful ways. So that's what I see for you today, Leo. If you enjoyed this reading, you know what to do. Give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Of course, I wish you love and happiness, and we'll talk again very, very soon. Bye, guys.